And we are excited today. Again, the Rant Podcast is a podcast where we talk about any and everything that we deem rant worthy. So,
what up, America? What y'all up to, man? We gonna get into it today. We got a short version. We have some things going on today. Next weekend we gonna be a little longer, but this weekend we gonna be a little short. But we still got good topics, and we're ready to get to it, America.
yes, and I know that I might look a little weird right now because I'm sitting in front of a green screen and my hair is green. So. Like, look, we had to work it out. We have to work it out today.
That's that Morgan Park shit.
Look.
She graduated from Morgan Park, man. So y'all got to get her a pass, man. You know they was on
pass. We don't need no passes, boo. Baby Mustangs always class 05.
They was on the bus with the tinted windows.
Oh my goodness, whatever. But you know, it's so funny that you talk about that because I saw a post earlier today and they were talking about how if you're from Chicago, like the minute you tell somebody that you're from Chicago, the next thing that we ask them is, okay, so what high school did you go to? Yes,
yeah.
What high school? And we was like, you only understand it if you're from Chicago.
But it is Chicago, so you say what high school you went to or what high school you didn't go to.
Yes. Which one was like, look, I didn't go to CVS, I didn't go to Dunbar, and look, a bunch of my friends definitely went to those schools. But again, there is nothing better than MP High. Okay? And I was in the IB program.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Don't say really like that.
Hey, you learn something new every day around here about elites, man. I didn't know that.
Yes. That I'm as smart as I show all the time anyway.
That shit. Mm-hmm.
What's your rant today, man?
I seen the craziest shit last night on the news. That's just insane to me. So 2 blocks from my crib, 47th and Evans, I seen 2 guys catch a guy. Now this was on the news, like every channel, and they videoed. The camera clearly shows everything. They ran up on him. They shot him a bunch of times. 2 guys shot him a bunch of times. Then they shot the car up, shot the other 3 people who was in the car. Then they gets in their car to drive off and pull up on the side of him, and somebody gets out and shoot him some more.
You do understand that you have a connection to that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I actually just saw that in the work chat. So this was a former Chatham student too.
Yeah, well, that's one of the things that it kind of perturbed me is all the work that we do with children, man, and how we try to touch these kids. And when I tell you the Chatham Academy is an amazing place with amazing people working behind the scenes to get these kids together, man. It's just when you see stuff like this, you just be like, damn, it kind of make you look like you failed. But me knowing that staff there, I know we didn't fail. I know we just can't get through to everybody, man.
And that's the hardest part. That's the hardest part, though, is, what was the last year? I think it was like 14.
Yeah, we lost 13.
13. Yeah. And, and it's sad to say that, I'm weirdly happy and grateful to know that I didn't know about half of them. Like, I think 5 of them personally impacted me because I had personal relationships with them. But it's just interesting because, again, and this kind of goes back to our conversation last week, right? Also understanding that you can't help everybody, but, the ones that you can help, you really want to pour so much into because, they are so smart. A lot of them are so overlooked, and a lot of them have all this trauma, and they got all these things that they're dealing with. And I'm like, what they really need is a safe place, a place of solace for them, and a place to feel like they're heard, they're seen, and that you're not always talking at them, but talking to them. Very big on accountability, self-corrective action. Like, they got a lot of potential. Mm-hmm. Like, man, a lot of my conversations with them lately have been like these $400,000 a year paying jobs, like anesthesiology. Anybody else could do. Why can't they do it? They can absolutely do it. They have full capability and all the potential to be able to do that.
I think the most amazing part about that stat from last year is 8 of those were girls. Mm-hmm. Lost 8 girls and 5 boys, and that's insane to me. The level of women and young girls that are getting murdered in the city is just fucking crazy.
Yeah, yeah. And femicide. I mean, there's a lot of things that's going into that. So that's another one.
Yeah. Let's get on another good subject that I definitely want to hit, especially with Miss Bougie over here.
Speaking of Miss Bougie,
the difficulty of dating black
I'm not.
women.
Oh my goodness! See the delusion. Oh, you getting eyeballs. Speaking of, yo, we have an in studio audience too. So,
The
I think
difficulty of
that's gonna follow him when he goes home, guys.
dating black women is fucking insane. Hey, what's wrong with y'all, man?
Meanwhile, I hear from other cultures that we tend to be some of the easiest to date. This is why they date black women.
Well, you must be easier to date other cultures. Right, you must like the white guys, the Italian
Which
guys,
goes back into our conversation last week about let these people live. Like, look, if you want to venture on outside of your race, go ahead. Number one, the ratios for us right now is like, I know it's more black women than men right now available in the dating pool. So if you want to go out and date somebody, go.
I think it's more or less the stereotypic things that the black women probably say regarding black men that kind of perturbs us a little bit.
I'm trying to understand like how this whole debate and this battle, like, y'all, we need each other. We do. Like, we are literally, you know, you remember the quote, like, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. We got plenty of enemies.
That shit.
Why are we, you know, so why is there the battle against each other? Now, okay, let's be real. We know. I mean, this goes back to Willie Lynch. This goes back to Jim Crow. This goes back to a lot of things. So they found ways to separate us, right? You know, so we know it's just amazing that it's still happening now.
But I think the crazy part is like what I see, because we're social media people and we have to do a lot of journalistic work on these subjects before we talk about them. Just so you guys will know, we just don't read stuff and come on here and do it. We have to do a whole lot of shit to go with it. And the post that I see, like, it's just always subliminal stuff about black men, like how terrible we are, how bad we are, and I don't even look at black women like that. Like,
but see,
I don't look at y'all.
That's
like
the thing, though. You gotta. So we also have to remember that a lot of people that are so polarized and fixed them in their mindsets, generally bitter, right? And that's coming from both ends, right? You know, I'm like, okay, let's be real. I've only been hurt by brothers because that's all I've ever dated. But I'm not gonna hold those few experiences over the entire population.
And I've been bitter before, but not to the extent where everything I talk about is against black women. Like, that's fucking insane.
And I've seen that. And
that's
I'm like,
insane.
you know, but those are the people that look, because you got a lot of people that, you know, they see these debates and they're like, yeah, I ain't a part of that.
You know, I got a full page. Like, I have a lot of followers. That it's not to brag, but it's just to make a point. And when I see this stuff, you know, a lot of black women will say, like, you don't know what I'm talking about. Yes, the fuck we do. Like, your ass is slow.
You don't know our struggles.
Right. You don't know. It's basically they putting up subliminal stuff and thinking that we can't look past that. Like, if just say, for instance, if Elise out and she have a bad date and I know her and she put up, I'm so tired of these niggas. And she might come back and say some other shit in the comments like, I was talking about my brother. No, the fuck you wasn't. We know who you talking about. Like, what's wrong with you? Stop putting that shit up and then getting mad because people already see what it is. We know what it is already. You lonely, you bitter, you mad, and we laughing at your ass. We don't be laughing with you. We laughing at your ass, man. Like, seriously, it's man, I got 6 people that if I check their page every day, it's a subliminal message of how
it's always something negative
that they is.
Yeah, something always negative.
And it's just crazy.
I mean, a lot of that speaks to, you know, healing is consistent, right? And you got a lot of people, it's like there's different tiers of it. And a lot of people just ain't there. They're not there. So generally when I see stuff like that, all I can do is wish them healing and I move away from that, okay?
How can you heal with 2 to 3 years worth of rants about the opposite sex? And me and you two, it's just not the women, me and you two. So I'm saying I couldn't give my ex that much energy.
A lot of people are not there yet, though.
Man, that's
they not
crazy.
There. They are not there yet. So it's so funny because in talking about relationships, funny. A couple of things with that. So I saw an article. Swiss Beats and Alicia Keys says that they've never had a single argument in their marriage.
Hey, lying. Well,
I
they must sleep in two parts of the house.
So funny thing, I personally know two married couples who have been celebrating. They've been married for over 12 and 13 years for one couple, and the other couple, they just celebrated their 18th wedding anniversary.
Okay.
So not to say that they didn't have disagreements, but I can believe not having an argument, because an argument is so funny, because in talking about this with my students last week, when we look at the definition, it's generally a heated debate.
Mm-hmm.
It's heated. But in a relationship, could we agree to say that you could have a debate or a disagreement about something and it not turn heated?
So now we have to dig deep into it and find out what's considered an argument and what's considered a debate.
Okay, so I mean, a debate, again, a disagreement, something that you may have done that rubbed your spouse wrong. But the thing is, how do you handle it? How do you find a resolution? And can you do that without screaming at each other?
So are we sugarcoating that as to that wasn't an argument, that's a debate? Okay, just say you debating and she walk away. Wouldn't that be considered like an argument?
But see, I think if you're having that type of conversation, then the thought process is that your emotional intelligence and your self-awareness and stuff is at a point where you can both sit here and talk about this and have this uncomfortable conversation until we come to a resolution that makes us both comfortable.
I've just never been around an uncomfortable conversation that didn't lead to an argument. Like, just like never. Like, and I think people probably consider an argument raising your voice. It absolutely is not. Like, if you're going back and forth with each other, even if you're in having a gentle tone, that's considered an argument.
See, that's the thing. It depends. It depends on how you look at it. Because like I said, if we're looking at an argument as the heated, then no.
That's some
so
bullshit.
It depends.
That's some bullshit.
I think it's possible.
Yeah, okay.
I do think it's possible. Okay, another thing, and this is my last thing when it comes to relationships, because you know how I don't like to stay on it. True or false? My spouse has to be my best friend.
That's false.
Your spouse does not have to be your best friend?
No. My spouse got to be my lifelong partner.
Okay.
That shouldn't be. I don't want her to be my friend. Sometimes friends can give you the harshest advice in the world. Sometimes friends can deceive you. Sometimes friends can leave you in the wrong direction. I just need her to be my lifelong partner.
Okay. But even then, I feel like in that, there's going to be that friendship. Like, I feel like before we can be partners, there has to be, like, we have to be friends first, I think. And I mean, even to a point when there's things going on that I may have to talk to you as your friend and not.
Well, let me tell you what that'll lead to, Miss Lady. That's going to lead to, when you putting your clothes on, where we going? That's what that's gonna lead to. You take your friend.
You should still have your individuality.
Not with your friend. You
look. Your attachment style should be still. You should still have a secure attachment. Well, you still got your stuff going on. Look, we met each other, and I was a busy person, and so were you. Well, productive person, and so were you. We both led these, these entrepreneurship lifestyles, or whatever the case we got going on.
Mm-hmm.
You should still be maintaining your individuality in that relationship. So the dependency shouldn't be a thing. And I do think at the end of the day, we come together, we talk about the things that we went through, the battles that we faced outside. But I mean, in my mind, it's like the person that I want to share everything with is going to be that person who I'm laying with.
Everything.
Pretty much.
Okay, so
yeah,
does that include?
That's the person who, in 60 years, I looked at my grandparents and wiping each other's ass. Look, the stuff that I used to see my grandparents do, I said, that's so cute.
Had this debate, y'all, and I'm gonna shut this shit down real quick. I was just talking about this. Oh, you don't know all the shit that Granddaddy did. Granddaddy was out there fucking. He was out there inside. He was out there hustling, shooting dice. But you can't just use the whole 60 years to say
I'm just saying, just to see where they got, because I mean, I think there is like a bit of a threshold. It's like you get to a point and it's like, yeah, so we gonna do this.
Have you ever really paid attention to the Trump's marriage?
Business. It's all business.
That's what I'm saying now. So
a lot of them.
What if they stay together until the orange motherfucker dies? Now what? Oh, they was together for 50 years. Like, what does that mean?
But I'm not talking about that specifically. I'm just talking about what I saw. And I'm like, if this is the person that, hey, again, is going to, could possibly be wiping my ass, could have to do these things to me and all these things, that person is the one that I consider to be my best friend.
No, she not wiping my ass. I'm not going with
Oh,
that
you don't
word.
think so?
No,
You don't
I
think
don't
so?
want her to do that.
I mean, you might not want it, but it's like, okay, so like for me, my grandfather is the person who, for me, I realized what real love was, like what it's like for me to truly, truly love someone, because um a few years before he passed, he actually had to have his minimus, which is your baby toe, cut off. He had to have it amputated, and it was just really it was crazy because his circulation was so bad that there was no blood or not much when it happened and everything, and so essentially it wasn't going to heal properly, so we had to change the dressing on that
Okay.
every day. And I remember my mother asking me, talking about LOD, that's my nickname, lovely oldest daughter. She's like, can you do it? Not because she said, she asked me this because I've always said that I don't like feet. I've matured a little bit, okay? Not a big deal. But the thing is, she asked me, and I just remember thinking, like, if it's got to be done, it's got to be done. And it doesn't look good, doesn't smell good, it's not fun to do. But the fact of the matter is, I noticed that it was something that had to be done because of my love for him. I definitely wasn't gonna let him sit there and not be handled.
Yeah.
So
that's difficult.
I feel like, yeah, we might not want to do that. We might not want anybody to have to do those things to us, but if it's got to be done, and I love you the way that I love you, it's gonna be done. And so, like, in my mind, I'm like, that person for me is my bestie. That's my best friend. No.
No.
Okay. What's your next topic?
Just hilarious, man.
I know our producer was talking about that too.
I mean, because it's different.
Wait, is she hilarious to you?
Is she funny?
Yeah.
I've never seen any of her stand up, so I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Like, I definitely would like to see it if that's her stage name is hilarious. I'm gonna have to go check that out.
Right, because the question is if she lives up to her name.
Y'all know I'm gonna say something if that shit ain't right. But anyway, I don't know. I just felt this is a two-way street, man. She recommended her. She outperformed her.
The young lady, what's her name?
Lauren.
Wait, she recommended her?
Jess Hilarious recommended her so she can go on maternity leave.
Right. Oh.
So she came in, and you should have seen that coming from TMZ. Lauren was awesome on TMZ.
There's a law in the book, The 48 Laws of Power, about this. Interesting.
I know what you're talking about. So I see that part right there. Lauren came in like, no, I got this right here. You don't even deserve this spotlight. And I think just do got a point. The whole staff just went along with it. Like, hey, fuck, that's like Dion doing some shit like that. You won't be able to go on maternity leave, and then you come back and I'm acting some type of way like, at least I don't really need to be her ass.
But see, like, at that point, I'm like, okay, then it's gonna be a 3-person podcast. Cause boo, look, I'm gonna squeeze up in here too.
How?
I'm gonna be here. Okay. Like, I mean, and I think there's room.
No, me and Lauren gonna have to go in there and tell Dion she gonna have to get the fuck up out of here, man.
Look, okay, so I've heard it. I haven't paid attention to it for real. I think I've heard enough from
just
you all.
Got a point. Like, damn, this how y'all do me. But at the same time, Lauren is a better journalist. Like,
so she's been killing it.
She kills it. I'm talking about she do all the background work, the little tidbits. She know the kids' name, the age, what school they go to, all type of shit. So when she's reporting, she going crazy, and that's how I try to do it.
And that's the thing. Okay, so create 2 different segments. Like, she focused on reporting the news, and just still does.
They tried to do that. Lauren was just doing the updates, but she was doing them so good. They're like, "No, fuck that update shit. We need to bring you on board." And then Jess came back like, "All right, I got this," and she was like, "No, the fuck you don't." So I don't know if is that loyalty or lack of talent. What do you think?
Well, that's the thing. It's business.
Disloyalty or lack of talent.
But see, this is business, and you can't be emotional in business. That's one of the first things I learned in entrepreneurship. Besides warm and cold markets, but that's business, and the whole thing is like, what is going to bring the biggest following, the biggest viewership, the most money. And
I'm catching Dion outside. I ain't got time to be fucking around with this shit, man.
So wait, now my other thing is, How long was Jess on the show?
I think
Did she even make a year?
I think it's going on 2 years, I believe.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, the thought process that you kind of cement the foothold, but at the same time, I don't know how many times we've seen in business where it's been last one in, first one out. So we've
Man,
seen
that's
that too.
crazy.
But I'm also a big believer that hey, doors getting closed on you get closed for you, for a reason. So that's not where she needs to be.
I
I'm sure
mean,
she
but
gained
her
from
rant,
that.
her rant was more or less like she went on an extreme rant, and then she went on the
Mm.
show and addressed it in front of everybody.
Oh, on the Breakfast Club.
Yeah,
Oh.
she went on there and addressed it, and her and Lauren had they look back and forth, and Charlamagne really was in the back like, I'm not trying to hit that shit. Lauren, you won the job, man. It's just basically if you
Ooh.
watch it, that's basically Charlamagne just really usually he try to be the mediator.
Mm-hmm.
Nah,
Mm.
he basically like, can we all get along? Like, no, nigga,
We
no, we
could.
can't.
It's possible. I mean, you look. Well. Mm.
So, so let's just say somebody that I know we love. So I bring Marshina in while you on maternity
Uh-huh.
leave, and Marshina got basically me and Dion just like, hey, man, we really don't need a lease. And
Mm-hmm.
then you come back from having your baby and like, hold on, what the fuck going on? This whole atmosphere, this is different. Now Marshina got a fucking dressing room. I'm in the lobby. What's going on here?
Well, I mean, if things are being done like that, then yeah, I can definitely see where the animosity came in.
Yeah.
But if I come in and say, okay, so now it's three of us on the show because she's great, I think she would be a great addition to it. How are we going to work this out?
Okay,
So,
what they say we can't work this out.
okay, and then you all are telling me I'm on my way.
I mean,
Well,
that's what me and Dion saying. You're on your way.
uh,
I don't know what to tell you.
mm, I'll start my own podcast at that point. Look, what do
Like
we always say?
Angela
Like,
did.
look,
Angela Lee did.
hello, that's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
Angela
Like,
Lee, my
look,
fault.
if there ain't no room at that table,
Yeah,
build your own.
you're absolutely right.
Build
Sister.
your own, and just should have a following big
That is
enough,
crazy.
and from that as well, that she should be able to start
But
her own.
it just make you think though. Like
And it's really gonna
in
show her.
hindsight, do you bring in somebody to work at your job on a temporary basis is better than you or has more experience than you, or do you bring somebody in that's like really coming up and trying to do this and be like, Lord, let that person go ahead and do this for 9 months, and when I come back, I'm good. Because she brought in fucking Oprah Winfrey
Mm,
as far as Lauren goes.
mm.
That's crazy. I never brought Lauren in.
Well, it is what it is.
Yeah, it is.
All right. All right. Moving on to something I think that is impacting many of us. So, in this climate right now, if you have a property, if you have a home, please keep it. Hold on to it. Hodl. I don't know if you all are familiar with that term, but it's a term that investors and traders use a lot. Hold on for dear life.
Mm-hmm.
Because with what's going on right now, number one, we are in an economy in which it is cheaper. And I think the report said in all 50 states, if not almost all of them, it is cheaper to rent than it is to own. That is the weirdest tactic that I've seen to push more people into renting than to owning.
Really?
Yes. The mortgage rates, the tax increase, the insurance, everything, the things that they're requiring in your escrow and all of this stuff. I looked at a video the other day of a gentleman saying that his mortgage jumped from 3,200 to 5,600. And how, yeah, so then the
Where he live
conversation
at?
went further. I'm not sure, but the conversation actually went further into how it has something to do with new builds and how they cost more in the first year, and how the young lady that was given a lot of insight um, was telling them to, number one, the taxes are always higher with new builds, taxes, insurance, and the different requirements, and how the focus is to make sure that they get you in the house. And a lot of the stuff that they're sharing with you was not always disclosed. So what she was suggesting is look at property of similar type in the same area and go to like the tax assessor, and that's how you find out how much their taxes and things are on that property, so you have a realistic view of what you'd be paying. But it's just really interesting that that is what a lot of people are dealing with, because I talked to a couple other people that their mortgage jumped up over $1,500.
Just buy you a house, man.
But that's the thing.
No, I'm talking about cash out. and just cash them on out, man. I mean, you probably, if you think about it, you probably would come out cheaper.
But is that realistic now?
I mean,
That's the problem.
it would have, you would have to. I mean, I know everybody don't have $200,000-300,000 laying around, but I just couldn't see right now, because you're absolutely right. I couldn't see me paying a mortgage right now. It's just fucking insane. Like it's kind of idiot proof to what I want to do. Let me go buy me a dollar house and just fix this motherfucker up, man.
Man, look, and it's so funny because it's like vehicles. Same thing with homes. It was like they started using cheaper materials, but they're charging a lot more, right? You know, so it's like now I worry about new builds. And I said that I wanted a new build eventually. It's like, yeah, I want my investment properties and stuff like that for my residual income, okay? But I want a new build eventually. And it's crazy. They're like, you know, I've been looking at all these things, but I'm like, you have to be very, very mindful about the contractors that you use, because we've seen people going through that 1 year, that the appraisal when it was like right before the warranty expired, and you know, you're looking at the materials that they're using, and we're like, the audacity for you to charge what you're charging when this is what you're giving me.
Wow.
Like, I'm paying $400,000 for a cardboard house.
Did you see
Crazy.
when I put up that these people selling these homes, they have 2025 prices and a 1975 kitchen in there.
Man, what? Man, what? And I'm like, the audacity. I'm like, baby, if you gonna update these prices, you need to update this kitchen.
Man, listen, that'd be my grandma's kitchen.
Ooh.
It's $2,000 a month, and Harriet Tubman used to wash up in the bathroom. It's fucking crazy, man. People is crazy.
So again, look, the suggestion is, again, if you have property, if you are holding, look, let this be your sign. Hold on to it.
Yeah.
Hold on to it, y'all, because this market right now, they're doing a lot of things to push people out of home ownership. Please. Look, that was supposed to be the American dream.
Shit, it's the American nightmare, man.
Man.
And there is no American dream. And y'all stop coming over here believing that shit. This commercials. It's a fucking lie.
Because you got a lot of Americans talking about where the countries we finna move to.
Like, right, y'all be somewhere, y'all dick be hard to get here. And then y'all get here and be like, wait a minute.
Right, this isn't what it showed on the box.
Yeah, which one of y'all kicked me? Yeah, that's what happened. It's exactly what happened. It's a lie. I have no idea why you people, anybody, not just
I used to say that about Chicago. I used to say that about Chicago. For a while, I had a very, I think it was when I came home from college, and, you know, I was struggling. And I just had this very negative outlook at the time. And, you know, not just with that, but like with white folks, just all these different things. And you know what actually changed that? And my mother she would keep us out. She would introduce us to a lot of different things. But
you know, they just gave us the #1 tourist attraction in the United States.
Yes.
Why?
But we are. Look, I mean, just the food alone.
Okay, tell their ass to take a tour of Inglewood.
They ain't going there.
Tell their ass to take a tour of Roseland.
They're not going there.
Take them to K-Town.
They going downtown.
Man,
they going downtown.
Downtown that ain't no damn tourist attraction. It ain't numbered about what, 10 blocks each way?
And apparently it's working.
Oh my God.
Look, apparently that's working. Look, I know for a fact that we have one of the most beautiful I was going to say cityscapes.
The skyline?
Yes, the skyline. And we have one of the most beautiful skylines in the world, in the entire world. And that in itself is a hell of a selling point. The fact that we have a beach on a lake is another selling point. And that we do have some beautiful days. I mean, you know, we go to different extremes, but in the middle of that, we got some beautiful things here. I know that over the last couple of years, I've experienced a lot more. We've got some dope rooftops. Of course, our food. Yeah, I'm a foodie. I'm always going to talk about food. I should start reviewing food on here.
You remind me of somebody.
But seriously, we do, y'all.
Food all the time.
Oh, y'all, he just keeps getting in trouble. Y'all don't know what he finna do when he leaves. What's your next topic?
Oh my God, man. Yellow Beezy, man. What's wrong with that young man? Did you hear about this? So apparently 5 years ago now. How long has Mo 3 been dead? 5 years, Dion? 5 years ago, Mo3 was killed on the Dallas Expressway.
Mm-hmm.
And the two hottest artists in Dallas at that time was Yellow Beezy and Mo3.
Okay.
So they killed Mo3 and they arrested the guy that killed Mo3, but obviously once he found out that they was doing the federal charges and the state charges separately,
Mm-hmm.
which a lot of people don't know because they usually try to run them concurrently and get you on out of there. Okay, when he found out they was gonna give him 100 years here and 100 years there, he was like, "Oh, hold the fuck up, man!
Oof.
No, he paid me to do that."
Mm.
So now, Dallas two top artists, one is dead, and the other one just was arrested, man.
Mm.
Which brings me to say, like, what's going on in music right now that is that serious for us to constantly keep killing each other?
Mm. I mean, look, what you said last week, as a matter of fact, in regards to the whole Dirk situation and the things that he was doing for King Von.
Yeah.
You know, it's like money isn't enough. It's reputation.
I mean, I think a lot of them on social media is crazy. Like, even with the Big U situation, which is insane to me. Like, I didn't even, because I'm a Chicago guy, I'm not trying to shit on you, you California people, you LA people, but y'all is fucking crazy because there's no such thing as extortion in Chicago.
Mm.
Like, who the fuck finna tell you if you don't do such and such, we gonna make your business, we gonna run your business in the ground, we gonna do this, we gonna beat you up? Not in here. Man, motherfuckers will shoot
real talk.
your
Look,
ass here. Like, you can't even tell one of the young guys he can't stand on the corner. So I don't know how he was over there extorting people. It's him. Okay, last night they killed Say So P, Sauce Walker. They shot him too.
All from that?
Yeah, and shot him and stood over his artist and did him in. So I think that, and it brings me to something that is extremely true. So last night I had an event, and I was just looking how the young people was in there. Then when I say young, I'm talking about 23, 22, yes, dancing off the Casper slide and the DJ Quick song, and what song did I played If You Played Your Cards Right by Alicia Myers.
Okay.
And these people I'm talking about young people was singing the song word for word. And I said when I was leaving, I was like, they don't have no music. They don't have no type of soul that they can hold on to. You know what I'm saying? Because if I could
get rid of drill music, I would.
Right. If they get rid of drill, they don't have anything. I think the only thing they would have probably is Rihanna and Chris Brown. That would be it. And they getting older now. Well, Season, she's dope. Her is dope.
But a lot of them don't. I mean, they don't go for them. Neo soul, R&B.
I don't know why they don't have anything else. Well, I mean, like, what do they have?
Who was our first drill artist?
I would say King Louis. King Louis was the first drill artist here,
and then it went downhill.
No, yeah. Then all the other drill artists came in, shot him up. He left the drill world, and the rest is history.
Boy.
Yeah.
Okay. I have another question. Should you be comfortable in someone else's home?
No.
Even if they tell you that you have free reign, make yourself comfortable, say however long you need to be here.
That'll always be a lie.
I was gonna say, is that a real thing?
No.
Okay.
No, because soon as really if I see your feet up on my table or see you walk, if I come in the kitchen and you got your shorts on and you got your ass dipped off in my refrigerator with the door open, it's a fucking problem. Like, hold on. That ain't what I meant by get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Shit, don't spray. Like, it's a whole lot of things to go into that. It just be a lie.
Because I want to know, like, do you all allow people to get comfortable in your homes? And it's just interesting to me because for me, it's a no. My home is my place of
Right.
solace.
And do you notice it just be really on the part of the homeowner that it be some ticky tack bullshit to usually get them into it? Like, that nigga laying under my favorite blanket.
Like, is that my robe?
Yeah. That'll get your ass thrown out the fucking crib.
This nigga ate up the last of my damn Fruity Pebbles.
That. And I love Fruity Pebbles. Now I'm looking out mean mugging it. Man, bro, you cool? No, I ain't cool right now, nigga. It's the last of my Fruity Pebbles.
Look, because this is a conversation I have a lot with different people. I'm like, number one, when someone allows you to stay with them, because we see this a lot with our youth, right? And, you know, whether they get kicked out of their parents' home or they just decide they're not going to listen to them no more, so you're going to go to somebody else's stuff. Number one, earn your keep. Earn your keep. Earn your space. And please know that you are walking on eggshells.
Man, go stay with my brother Queasy and you'll find out that you don't belong staying at nobody else's house, because that nigga is crazy. He gonna do exactly what you said. Come on in, have a seat. Put your feet up, kick it. He gonna come out the next day like, who the fuck left this cup in the sink?
Yeah.
Same shit.
I'm not gonna do that. Look, I'm gonna see, and you know how I am. I like to set the culture and the expectations from the very beginning, right? It was like, okay, so your move out date is when? It's this day, okay? And you know, and I'm big on funneling, so your move out date is this day or this day, right? My expectations: clean up behind you, cook, not just for yourself, but anything that you bring in here, essentially. Because a lot of times, what I see with those people, they're not paying rent. So that's why I'm like, I'm big on earn your keep, earn your stay.
I think that really with that, all jokes aside, yeah, I think you set yourself up to kill the friendship when you do that, man. Like, you would be better off helping them get somewhere else. Damn, you know what? I got a homie who renting a room or something, or I know this person, this, that, and other, or I can get you in this shelter.
That's what I'm gonna lean on.
Something, yeah, because I just don't. I think it'll kill my friendship, and I got some awesome friends, man. Shout out to all my boys, all my homegirls. Like, I got some awesome friends, but I know if I move them in with me, that shit probably last about a week, because I got OCD times 3. You know, there is no sitting cups and shit on my tables without coasters. Like, I'm one of them niggas.
Ooh.
Like, my bathroom is immaculate, man. Who fuck left this toothbrush right here? He was crazy. You know, the little black shit. I got white carpet in front of my fireplace. You know, little dirt chips. If I see that shit on the carpet, like, hold on, man. Why is you walking on my fucking carpet over here by my fireplace, bro? Like, I'm like that, so it would kill my friendship with my friends, man. So no, I would be better off just coming out my bank account, or probably even hurting my bank account, helping their ass go somewhere else.
See, look, I don't even entertain company for real. Like, you know, I think most of my life had been chaotic. There was drama. There was all these things that we had kind of coming up. So, you know, when it really came to my peace, that's one thing that I'm strong on protecting is my home, and, you know, and the energy and the vibe that I have in there. So, you know, it knocks me off kilter. Like, okay, number one, I'm a very light sleeper now. I keep my lights low. I keep it quiet. I don't have the TV blasting. I'm like, none of that. So when you come in and it's loud, and I'm dealing with high volume all throughout the day. So when I come home, I want it quiet. And mind you, to a point where I can hear the smallest things now, and it will knock me out my sleep, and then that messes with me.
Well, we basically on the same page. I ain't gonna never. I got daughters, so I ain't gonna never have no peace. So I'm cool with that. Long as Sasha, Tamara, and Kyla, and Tiara is around, Jade, I ain't gonna never have no fucking peace. But I would say that I just can't see it. Like, even with my girls, like, when they going through something, they'll tell you, like, oh, daddy gonna give you the solution. He not gonna make his home the solution. He gonna get, hold on, let me call Elise real quick, because she told me she got this program for this, that, oh, you have to drop them off over here, Howard. On my way, I'm bringing them to you. Because I know that me and my babies, and I love them to death, hell no, they can't stay with me. They fucking crazy, man. Like, no. So I know if I'm going through things like that with my daughters, and it's 9 of them, I just cannot see me letting my friends stay with me. Like, no, I can't do it, homie. We gonna cry together. You do one thing you gonna get out of me is a lot of do say. We gonna drink your problems until you fall asleep somewhere else.
Me a bottle. Speaking of, yeah.
I do owe you a bottle. Do
Bring
you
my
want to
shit.
settle up today, man?
Yeah, bring my
so
stuff.
you can get off my bumper.
Yes. That look, and see, look, y'all. Me and Howard, man, we was like, we're gonna change this back to the argument because that's what we do. That's what we do. Now, I mean, we are coming up on our time. Did you have one more topic that you want to get into before we end?
Kanye award.
That's the Kanye award. It's no longer. Look, I thought it was the Tiffany Hinger.
No, that's for the women.
Oh, okay. Oh, who got the Kanye award?
Kanye award's for the men.
Oh my God, who's getting the Kanye award?
Kanye ass is him. He's getting his own award. This nigga is fucking crazy.
Is he? Man,
how you going to? Now the public never knew that Jay-Z and Beyonce 2 kids was
Are they actually?
I don't know. What do they call it? Because I know we can't say that word. Special needs. Thank you, Dion. Special needs. I didn't know they were special needs. I never seen them. And that man went live and was like, why you think you never see them? Because they're And I was like,
right. Okay. So because I can't think of the baby's names, but I know like the little boy, I know I remember seeing something that she was saying that, he's just private. And she keeps him out of the limelight. He's just a private child.
How old is he?
Like, I think the boy's still a toddler. Or is he? I don't know.
Do he even know what private means?
I mean, look.
I'm just asking. I ain't got no problem with y'all kids. My problems with Kanye because he's just
because when we start talking about the kids, then we have a problem.
You just a bitch ass nigga, bro.
That's a problem.
You been like that, bro. Like I don't know how these other talk show hosts and podcasts ain't said what it is with you, but you just really a whole ass nigga to me right about now, bro. Because as much kids as I got. Man, I just couldn't see me
that's one
sitting
thing.
up
Look,
talking
flip
about
this world upside down, my boy.
Off limit. The wife, the mom, the kids, man, it's off limit. You got something personal with that man. You deal with him and her, and plus, you really don't have nothing personal. They just don't fuck with you, like at all. Like you never see them comment about him, talking about him like anything, and you in your feelings. Get out of your feelings, nigga.
You remember back when he had interrupted Taylor Swift?
Oh yeah,
when she was accepting an
Beyonce
award.
got the best video.
Yeah, and I remember they stopped because and I know the thought process then was like, bro, we didn't ask you to do that. We didn't ask you to do that, sir. We didn't ask you to do that. So I'm like, no, this is a thing of you doing too much, and now you're mad that you're doing too much isn't getting rewarded the way that you wanted to be rewarded.
Well, allegedly Kim had to call them and apologize, but shit, she shouldn't have had
that. Ain't got nothing to do with him though. Look, the thing is, you can call me and offer me an apology on the behalf of another adult. Unless I get that apology from that adult, then it means nothing to me.
Well, I've never been with this cancel culture shit. Like, I think that's to kill somebody's business or they platform. Like, you need to find you something to do. But like with him though, he just a motherfucker that really just needs some help, man.
Everybody said he snapped when his mom passed. Yeah. That's when they said they feel like that's when it happened.
Man, in 4 years, I've probably lost about 10 people, man. That ain't really no excuse for being a fucked up person like that, man. I just can't see it, especially somebody with 4 kids. You got 4 children.
Man, you got impacting
other things to live for,
and they see
now.
this.
Yeah, they see it, and they just probably like when your boys get older. They just wait a minute. It's 3 girls and 1 boy, right?
I don't remember.
Well, I know if it's boys or boy, when they get older, they just gonna be like, man, I ain't fucking with pops. Pops are fucking
funny.
Goofy.
And we'll talk about it next week because there was another post that I saw about Elon Musk, and he has a trans daughter who does not mess with her daddy at all, and talks about his rhetoric and how she's totally against it in so many ways that she hasn't talked to him in like, she said 2020, so 5 years at this point.
She
a little over 5 years
though.
But ain't worried about it. I ain't worried, but this the richest man in the world, and your child. And they asked her. They said, "Are you scared of him?"
Elon, if you my daddy, whatever you got going on,
Bye. Bye. So with that being said, y'all, we are going to end our topics there, but we definitely want to make sure that we do some shout outs. We got a few businesses that we want to shout out. One of my favorites is Nur Naturals. Okay. I love them. I love them. They do an amazing job with the products that they create. Everything is absolutely natural. I am one of the ambassadors for that. You even got a discount code with me, and I'll put that in the spot. Okay. You got another one?
I got Christy Hawkins. She owns Love on Wheels, and what she do is transport kids to and from school every day. She has an awesome program, awesome staff, and y'all really need to get up with her. You can get up with her at Christy Hawkins at Facebook.com, but I think that her website's up, but I'm not sure. But she's very safe with the kids. She makes sure they're well taken care of, and she actually brings them to the door. She don't just open the door. You know how they do. Go on, get on. You know,
that was Mr. Black with us.
She put a whole program together, man, and she has an awesome business, so y'all need to support her.
Okay, all right. With that being said, y'all, thanks for joining us on another episode of The Rant. We love y'all, and until next time, peace.